Okay, what is up, guys? It is Technical Mac here. I'm back at it again with another video. Not really a video because this is just going to be like a little rant. But this specific rant is going to be about depression, alright? If you guys don't want to talk about this, you can click out of the video. You don't have to watch. You don't have to like. You don't have to do none of that, alright? I'm just letting you know that ahead of time I'm going to be talking about depression, how this talk could help you, stuff like that, you know. All right, so I'm getting my information from one of my favorite YouTubers, and I was recommended from a friend. I'm just trying to get his information out there because not a lot of people watch his channel. Not a lot of people watch my channel either, but any people that need help with this topic could actually benefit from watching this video. So without further ado, I'm going to be jumping right into this. All right. So I mean, first off, what most people think depression is just that they're just really sad about something in their life. All right. Well, in order to actually understand depression, you gotta know what I think it is, and what my favorite YouTuber thinks it is. So, what we both thought it is, imagine yourself going on the high dive at your public pool or something like that into the dive tank, alright? You're standing on top of that diving board. So imagine the diving board is like you being positive, you being happy in your life, alright? Diving board is the happiness. And then the water below is all the bad events that happened in your life, or something that's really sad, or something that you're thinking about at that current moment. So you decide, let's jump in to have some fun or something like that, right? So you're in that water, you're swimming around, trying to get to the ladder to climb up to go to the next turn, all right? But what happens is, when you're down under the water, you're like, all right, so I need some air. I'm done underwater. Or you're done in the sad part of your life. You need air from that. You need space, right? So when you're done, you try to go up to get air, but a steel floor closes above you to where there's no air pockets, no nothing for you to breathe. So you're just drowning in this water that's representing depression. All right? So when this is happening, then you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do, right? So just imagine this steel floor is controlled by somebody on the outside with like a button or a lever that they can pull or press to actually release the floor and let you up for air. Let's say one of those people is like your parents, or say like me, or a therapist, a psychiatrist, something like that, right? Just imagine it's one of them. And in order for them to actually know that something's going on with you, they need to know. So they can press that button or pull the lever, you know? So you're like tapping on the floor, the steel floor that's under the water that won't let you breathe, right? So you're actually calling out for help. You're giving an immediate signal for help, which will let your parents know, you're a psychiatrist, a therapist, whoever you're thinking is the control over your button or lever. You're letting them know that something's wrong. All right. So once you finally get out of the water, somebody presses the button, whoever it may be, somebody presses that button, you're free until you want to go on the next turn. You're feeling risky. You want to go do a front flip into the water off the high dive. Whatever you want to do. Like, you're sitting there, you get so anxious, you're at the top of that diving board, but you remember what happened last time. You completely belly flopped the first time, and then you just swam around trying to play it off like it didn't hurt in front of your friends. Something like that, you know? But this time you're like, alright, I got this. I can handle this. So you just do like a pencil dive into the water. You're deep down into it, right? You're thinking about some really sad stuff that happened in your life that you would not be able to handle before. Alright? So you dive into it. You actually handle it. You get out of the water. And now that you decided you can handle it, you decide to rip that button out of its pedestal, or break the whole pedestal altogether to where the button doesn't work and that floor can never close again. Basically, by doing that, you're just keeping everything positive inside of you. You're not letting any negatives into your head at all. Alright, I've been thinking about that ever since something happened when I was kind of little. I'm not going to go too much into that, but it was with my dad, and I just think of this each time. Like, I just think of positive things that could come. Say, like, alright, you turn 16, now I can get my driver's license, now I can do things freely with my friends, I can do whatever I want, I can do this, I can do that. Like, you have so many positive things. Like, say something, you want to go to a birthday party, and then you have everything set, and then something happens, like you don't have your ride anymore or something like that. Think of a positive that could happen. Like, you could get a ride from one of your friends and make so many good memories with them instead of your parents driving you, you know? So, like, you could have a ride from your friend to a birthday party. You could be listening to music, jamming out, singing, making, like, Snapchats or something like that. Making so many memories, right? After you make these memories, that's a positive in your mind forever. If you're anything like me, you'll remember so many things in detail. I remember things from like 3 years ago with my best friend, us just sitting in my room playing video games. Like, pointless things I remember in full detail. Because they're memories, they're fun, they're positive. You can't say like one of your parents died, and like when you were like 2 years old or something like that. You can't let it bug you, because if like you're like 15 or 16, and if that happened when you were 2, that's like 12 to 13 years ago. You can't just let that bug you for the rest of your life. I mean, I know it's your parents, but I mean, you can't let it bug you. They're gone. That was God's plan set for them. And if any of you aren't religious or anything like that, I'm Christian, so I'm kind of in between. So, I mean, I still believe there's a higher power. I don't know exactly what it is or who it is, but I mean, I believe that everybody has a set plan for them in their life. No matter what it is, it always has a good turnout, unless you just get completely negative. And if you really need help with like depression issues or anxiety or something, you can actually just look up a video, say like anxiety, there's breathing methods for you. Like, it shows a bunch of shapes going up in perfect sync, and if you breathe in sync with that going up and down, it's supposed to slow down your heart rate and calm you down. Alright? So I think that's just going to be it for this video today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a superb day, and peace out.